she was just very like, oh my God, I forgot all of my documents to this meeting. Like it just, that's the kind of thing that she would do. And so day one, she was just like, hey Brendan, why don't you go get lunch with Fabrice Uziel, who's this famous Parisian art historian in the world of Paris art history.
What?
Why don't you go meet with Fabrice Uziel? He'll tell you what all the ateliers need to have done by the end of the week on this building. I was like, okay. So we go sit down at lunch. I learn immediately that Fabrice Uziel speaks no English.
Oh, God.
He speaks only French. I speak barely French. I barely speak French. And it just starts unloading all of these things on me in French, just like,
oh my God.
What we need to have done by the end of the week, like what things need to get changed. And I'm like furiously writing notes down. And in my brain, I'm like, I can't like tell these people that I don't speak French. Like that's why I got this job.
Oh my
like,
God.
Like I can't just be like, désolé, Monsieur Uziel, je ne parle pas le français parce que je suis un liar. Like, I can't do that. So we're sitting there and I'm furiously taking a ton of notes. And Uncle Mike, I'm so serious. I have no idea how I did in that specific moment. I don't know what my brain did to get those notes correct, but I think I wrote verbatim everything he said. And, we just had this lunch. I didn't get a word in edgewise. Lucky for me, from Mr. Fabrice Uziel, who actually also is a very nice guy, but is just like an art historian person who's very kind of full of himself. He's just like, oh yeah, I know what I'm talking about. And by the end of the week, we need to have these things done, and I will keep talking. So you know how great I am. Like that's the kind of dude he was. So he didn't like ask for feedback from me at any period of time. He just continued to talk. And after about an excruciating like 45 minutes of getting a quick lunch with this guy, he was like, okay, well, I have to go. And then like left. And he's like, I'll see you tomorrow. And I went back and my boss was gone for the day. This is day one. My boss just like left me alone with this guy. And then she herself left for the rest of the day.
Because she forgot her documents.
Methodically, forgot her shit. I like methodically went back through all of my notes and attempted to translate all of them, and then left this thing for her on her desk about like everything that Mr. Uziel wanted done by the end of the week. And I never heard from her. She was just like, oh yeah, good work, and then moved on to the next thing the next day. But I was like terrified. So it was like
what a crazy first day.
Oh my God, it was insane. It was like a trial by fire.
So what was the rest of the experience like? I mean, how different are the French people from the Americans that you had known to that point?
Well, I think relevant to the story about the airport, one of the things that I think is truly different, that is interesting to observe when you're in France, is that in America, we think that children are innocent. And in France, they believe that children are ignorant.